before I feel like I really like caught on and like hit my groove
Mhm.
as a performer. And wrestling is a lot different than normal sports because it's your athletic prime doesn't sync up with your prime in wrestling as much because so much of it is like a mental game and just knowing when and why you're doing stuff as opposed to just going out there and doing the most athletic shit possible. Can I swear
Yeah.
on you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so uh, right away, me and Graham Bell, who was the one of the guys that I trained with, who we became a full-time tag team, just kind of
Mhm.
by convenience because we both realized like we need to just get out and wrestle as much as possible. So, like I said, started wrestling for Mid States Wrestling, met some people there that led us to branch into Oklahoma, and we were mostly doing tag matches with each other, um, and honestly, like we would just kind of go anywhere that would book us just to get
Mhm.
reps. But we didn't really have any like good mentor, I would say, guiding us for those first couple of years. Now that
Mhm.
would change a bit when we made our way to Lawton, Oklahoma, and a company called IZW. We met a gentleman named Jermaine Johnson who sadly passed away last spring. But he was probably the first like I don't want to say vet, but like, he was like the first guy that was like talking about wrestling at like a higher level. And like,
Mhm.
we immediately, after just being around him, picking his brain, getting his feedback, we immediately just became more confident performers as tag team wrestlers and as promos, things like that. Um, Overall, though, I think it really clicked for me. And let this be a lesson to any aspiring wrestlers or anyone starting out, like you never stop training.
Yeah.
Um, in 2016 here in Kansas City, Derek McQuinn and Trevor Murdoch opened up a school that was unfortunately fairly short lived, but I started going there 2 or 3 nights a week to train with Murdoch, and also Mark Sterling was still around then. I mean,
Okay.
he's still around now, but he was more active then. And that's also where I reconnected with Mike Seidel, who's become a really good friend of mine. And I've actually known Mike and Mark since like the very beginning because I met them at Chad's place way back in the day. But I credit working with Mike so frequently in that summer of 2016 to really like cleaning me up as an in-ring performer. Not necessarily just from like a technical perspective, but my
Mhm.
ability to like communicate stuff in the ring
Yeah.
and be able to talk people through spots and entire matches step by step and like really um yeah, that skill set that I picked up from him there is something I take a lot of pride in to this day.
Yeah.
My ability to really push people like past what they think they're capable of in the ring.
Yeah.
And, really um, showcase what they do well and not expect them to memorize a whole bunch of stuff because that's no fun and beyond people's capabilities a lot of times. But yeah, I'm really giving you a long answer to a short question, but yeah, I would say
No, please
the
keep
switch
going.
started to flip in 2016 from a mindset perspective, and then as like 2017, and then today as like I really got my butt into shape in the gym.
Yeah.
That's really when the body and mind started to sync up, and I think that 2017 stretch was when I really started to kind
Yeah.
of form myself as you see me today.